Do you see what it took? Is it clearer? Who you see when you look in the mirror? All the dreams and fantasies that come together got me shining like a diamond that's forever. Yeah, please congratulate me. Please congratulate me. Woo! Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Lindo Zindela. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. So today we're getting the video started off on a different note, on a congratulatory note, because there's a couple of things that I would like to get off my chest before we get started on today's video. First things first, we are now officially a family of over 100 subscribers. We started off about a month ago and we're now on 100 subscribers. I do not take this lightly. Thank you very, very, very much to everybody that has subscribed and engaged on the channel. I really, really appreciate it. And number two, ta-da! So the big day, the wedding day that we had been talking about from pretty much the start of the channel went really, really well. Easily the most beautiful and happiest day of my life. Thank you very, very much. You might be thinking, why is he thanking us for this? Well, it's because you guys have helped me greatly in the sense that I spoke so well when I had to, say my speech about my bride, you know, thanking my family. And I don't think I would have been able to do that without the practice that I'd received from talking in front of the mic and watching over my videos and thinking, okay, maybe I need to work on this, maybe I need to work on this, maybe I need to cut off the ums and ums and ums. I spoke really well. At some point, I will share the speech, maybe even some of the content from the wedding day. It was a beautiful day. So thank you very, very much, guys. It's a lot of stuff to celebrate, and I'm glad that I'm celebrating it with you, my family of over 100 subscribers. Next up, who knows, maybe 200, 500, 1,000. We start monetizing. But let's get back into today's video, which is talking about fragrances. That's why you're here. So for me, buying a fragrance is such an exciting experience for me because it's not just about adding to my collection, but it gives me an opportunity to present my opinion on the fragrance on my YouTube channel. So when I was busy with the preparation for the big day, the wedding day, I had my mind set on which fragrance I was going to purchase, and that fragrance was Mancera Sidra Bose. Walked into the store, knew exactly what I was there to get, and I got closed on something else. The fragrance that I got closed on, I walked into the store, the lady primed me up, she saw that all the buying signals were there, she knew where to push and where to prod to close the sale. She said all the right things. She told me it's a pre-release from France, that even if you look for it on the internet, you're not going to find it anywhere. And what did I do? She led me there. I googled and I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. I couldn't find it on Facebook, couldn't find it on Instagram. I was like, my goodness, this is exclusive. And just as human beings are, we want exclusivity. So she gave me the bottle, and I saw this gold bar with world's best wood. Let me actually get you the bottle, guys. I was like, man, I need me a piece of this world's best wood. Get you the bottle. Give me a second. So this is a 90 ml EDP concentration with a plastic cap. I wouldn't have known that because when the tester came to me, it was this fancy looking gold bottle, world's best wood on it. But when I opened it up after checking the presentation, it's a plastic cap. But let's move on because again, I like stressing this. It's not what's on the outside that counts the most, it's what's on the inside. So I'll show you guys the atomizer and how much juice it pumps out. So if your girl don't look that beautiful, It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. You love her for her. And this is that kind of a fragrance. The presentation is not all that great. The opening as well is also not that great. It opens up and you get a vibe of a sweet cough syrup mixed with Indian incense. And I know Indian incense because I went to predominantly Indian primary and high school, and my teenage Indian friends smelled like the world's best wood. I think it was the incense that they used at home, but this gives me that vibe. But we're not gonna dwell too much on the bad. You know, the cap, the plastic cap, the terrible opening. The mid and the base are, you know, where it's really at. It mixes rose and oud and musk really well to give it a nice warm fragrance. But for me, if you're gonna call a fragrance world's best oud, then it really needs to, you know, tick all the boxes. And this one, sadly, does not tick all those boxes, unfortunately. So the name world's best oud for me does not fit this fragrance. At best, it's an average oud. It doesn't project as well as the other, you know, oud and rose fragrances that I've used. It doesn't last as long as, you know, the previous oud and rose fragrances that I have used. It's an average performer. It's not gonna fill out the room, and it's not all that unique as well. It's I feel like more than anything, they've pumped a lot of incense into this and not so much the rose and the oud. I feel like the incense stands out the most. I feel like, you know, they should have, you know, waned down on the incense and the sweetness and really brought or heroed rather the rose and the oud. And maybe, you know, we would have been talking a different story and we would have been saying that this is the world's best oud. I got close on something that I'm probably not going to be using all that much, especially considering right now we're entering into the warmer seasons in South Africa. So I don't think that I will be using something that is, you know, jacked up so much with incense in hot weather. So this is probably gonna stay around. Maybe I will learn to love it. This is the world's best oud by Lafari. Would I recommend that you get it? I would say that well, I'm also relatively a beginner in this fragrance community. And for fellow beginners, if you come across this, if you do happen to see it and it surfaces somewhere on the internet in some day, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, it's not all that. And don't get blinded by the name world's best wood. It's world's average wood. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. We're now a family of 100 subscribers. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it greatly. Kudos.